qu'on allait prendre la route de l'aventure? Ah, monsieur le président, un pauvre qui vote ou celui qui l'a rendu pauvre. Si on était bien au pays, est-ce qu'on allait prendre la route de l'étranger? Ah, monsieur le président, à l'Assemblée, il y a un vieux. Vraiment. Au Sénat, il y a un vieux. Wonderful. À la présidence, il y a un vieillard. Dans tout le gouvernement, il n'y a que des vieux. Des vieux, des vieux. Des jeunes prennent le chemin de la limite pour devenir des esclaves. Des jeunes prennent la route du désert pour entrer en Europe.
Greetings to the beautiful people of the Cameroon, the beautiful people of British Southern Cameroon, and the beautiful people of La Republique du Cameroun. The replacement of the Biya regime is a sovereign national conference, not any so-called transition. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a party political broadcast by myself, Maitre Mola Alex Ndive Lee Singer, the leader of British Cameroon National Party. Ladies and gentlemen, we are a political party with clear ideologies. We are not a pressure group. We have our conviction. My message to those who have recently entered the political scene of the Cameroons, ladies and gentlemen, we of British Cameroon National Party, we made up our mind more than 35 years ago to use Article 65, the right to self-determination. Whatever we do, British Cameroon National Party is a party that's going to use all the legal means in the Cameroons to make sure we have equal status. Two countries came together in the Cameroons. Two countries. Some people say Cameroon was one. No, it was not one. It was a Portuguese sugar slave plantation. That was not the country. When the German came there, it was not a country. They signed treaties with people from Douala. That was not a country. It was not a country called Cameroons. When the Germans were defeated, Britain and France, they partitioned the country under the guise of United Nations. It was still not a country. When Dr. Henri became Prime Minister of British Southern Cameroon, we had a territory and a population. It became a country. When Babatura Amadou Ahidjo became Prime Minister of La Republique du Cameroun, population territory became a country rather. So ladies and gentlemen, all this noise I don't want to hear. I have a point to make today. I want to ramble today. But however, ladies and gentlemen, sometimes I wouldn't call it advice. I like to say this to certain interesting parties. When people come on social media commenting on facts and evidence which a court is going to use It is called contempt of court, which means you can be punished with a fine, prison, or both, regardless of your intent to interfere with justice. I see a lot of people, they come on social media. This person have been indicted. This person have been doing this. We have video evidence and doing that. Ladies and gentlemen, sometimes some of you in the Cameroon, Africa, you call yourself leaders, chairman. A leader should know the laws. It doesn't mean I don't want to comment about certain aspects that I see, whether it's indictment or what. As a leader of British Cameroon National Party, I know there's something called contempt of court. When there's an ongoing case coming up, you cannot be commenting and putting evidence about the case. You cannot do that. That shows lack of leadership, lack of knowledge. Everybody is innocent until proven guilty. That's just something I'm telling you people for free, because sometimes I'm disappointed when people are excited in the Cameroon, in Africa. I am the only person. I remember late 2017 and 18, I was the only person talking about these things. But I don't want to talk about it now. There will be a time that I will talk about it. Let's go back to our topic of today. Ladies and gentlemen, La République du Cameroun will be having an election next month. Ladies and gentlemen, we of British Cameroon National Party, we don't care. We made up our mind more than 35 years ago about equal status. We have seen people who were CNU rebranded CPDM. After we fought for multipartism, they came and created political party, they are opposition. Most of them. After how many years now again? We continue with our right to self-determination. People who have been in SDF for more than 30 years and other political parties, they come, let's come together. These are people who move from what? CNU, SDF, and other political parties. Then Anglophone problem, they don't have conviction. So if most of you are joining political parties, we are veterans in the Anglophone fight. Move on, don't be frightened. The Savior understand. No turning back again. When some of you were working with La République du Cameroun government, we never came and said, leave your job and join us to fight for Anglophone problem. We allow you. So we have made up our mind to make sure that we exercise the right to self-determination. So don't intervene. We are not having talks with any person. If you want to go and do your coalition, go and do it. It doesn't concern us. If you win the election, we will still fight legally. We don't go left or right. We don't change views. For those of you who know me, Maître Mola Alex Ndiveli Singh, for more than 35 years, under 15, I have been fighting for the right to self-determination. Nothing else, nothing more. They have destroyed our lives. The Constitution of La République du Cameroun says we are equal before the law. But we are not. We know there is a glass ceiling on somebody who comes from British Southern Cameroon. For those of you who want to go and try your luck, go and try. And when you win your election, stay in La République du Cameroun. In 1959, Aïdjo and La République du Cameroun, they surrendered their sovereignty to France under the cooperation agreement. They did it. It's a fact. When you say France shall manufacture your money, La République money, not British Southern Cameroon money. When you say France shall control your educational system at all levels, that's why you have ENAM, ENH, Gendarmerie, military tribunal, all those Napoleonic code, all those things. And you want to annex us. And you say we are equal before the law. France shall control socio-political orientation in La République du Cameroun. That's 1959. We're not part of it. In 1959. You cannot stop that thing. And people come, they say they are presidential candidate, but they are afraid to talk about what I am saying. Take your presidential candidate to La République du Cameroun. We don't need it. We don't need it. People keep on doing the same thing over and over again, and they expect a different result. France shall take our resources. It's all about resources. La République du Cameroun. They have said France is our priority. The people living in British Southern Cameroon are like the children in Gaza. They don't care about us. They don't care about our educational system. They don't care about our policing. They don't care about our legal system. They don't care about our roads, infrastructure. La République du Cameroun came to destroy Power Camp, destroy Tico International Airport, destroy CDC that was created in 1947, destroy Marketing Board, destroy Wadarum, destroy the people, school them to obey, destroy everything. That's why La République du Cameroun came. So we will never move back, forward ever, backward never. In 1966, oh, it's Aijo, oh, it's Aijo. No, they always use us, the people of British Southern Cameroon. When Dr. Henri gave us autonomy in Biya, there was no La République there. Oh, Henri was married to a Nigerian woman, he wanted us to join her. So what? What's the difference between La République and Nigeria? Nigeria is better off. The same educational system, the same legal system, the same policing. They have elected governors. They have elected senators. Everybody runs their own area. They don't promote people from La République to come, unelected governor from La République to British Southern Cameroon. They don't do that in Nigeria. We would have been better off. Taraba State or Northern Ireland, they have motorways, international airport, better hospital, better judicial system. Oh, Dr. Henri wanted. So you went and joined La République. What happened? What happened? Destruction. Destruction. So Aijo banned all political parties. Oh, we are one unity. It was not about one. It was about control. It was about annexation. Annexation started when? In 1959. Then it went to what? 1966, banning all the paper. And everybody they just went there. They kicked their intelligent Anglophones and they put some Anglophiles to join them. Here we are today. In 1972, we had all those lawyers. Pafoncha said it. We were just there. I was just vice president. We had no job. We were just receiving salaries. Immediately the British left. Aijo sent the gendarme to cross the Mongo to come and annex us. That's Pafoncha. But they were sitting there eating money. He said it. I'm not making it up. I met Pafoncha. I met Pamuna in Bimbo. We were just there, vice president, no job. We were just eating money, salary. We had no say. We want to talk. They will not listen to us. 1972, they still went there again. That's annexation, making us second-class citizens. They changed Article 47. The form of a state, you should never tamper with it. They change it. Unconstitutional, illegal. We are still there. Few people are there eating. Young Philemon. People who have been there since 1975. They are still there until today. Late Fon Mukete died. He was a minister in Nigeria. He died a senator in the Cameroons. So these are people who are greedy, who have said, na caterpillar go move it for you. Wicked people. They don't know that you have to change. Ideas have changed. The ideas that the Biya they have, that's not what we have in modern world today. In 1984, they changed United Republic of Cameroon because it shows two countries that came together. They went now to their name, La Republique du Cameroun, of 1st January 1960. When Nlend von Goditinka wants to talk that Biya secession, they used some Anglophones to challenge him. He was on house arrest, fled the country. Now he has spent all his life in exile. Now, so we don't suffer. People think it's everyone who wants to go abroad. We had our country. And you people are chasing us out of our country. Chasing us out of our country. They brought something that they call elections. Elections is not democracy if there's no transparency, if there's no accountability, if there's no rule of law. Democracy is not election. Hitler was a dictator, he was elected. Saddam Hussein was a dictator, he was elected. Aijo was a dictator, he was elected. So why are you focusing only on election? All the so-called presidential candidates, they are playing to the gallery. Some of those parties, they were created by La République du Cameroun. They just put them there to play like poodles. How can Bello Buba, Chiruma, they were under Aijo on one party system with John Fundi. 4 months to the election, Chiruma said, I will accompany Mr. Biya till the end of his career. Biya is still the president, so why are you not accompanying Mr. Biya? They brought them there together to play the game. And they say, oh, it's Biya. Biya is one man. You people are a government, Aijo's government. Chiruma, Bello Buba, Paul Biya, Akaremuna is a lawyer. You have been seeing all the things that have been happening. Akaremuna, what did you say? You kept quiet. All of you. Whether you say you are not seeing, you are in that government. You saw it since 1959, 1966, 1972, 1984. What did you do? Nothing. We need a sovereign national conference. We don't want anything. Those things they call you transition is a scam. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you this. When they say they want a transitional government, have you ever heard anything on this planet Earth in Western democracy that transitional government? Ladies and gentlemen, if you are a president in America, whether it's one day you're ruling, it's not transitional government. You rule, you make policy. If you're prime minister in the United Kingdom, we had one, Liz Truss. She spent, 45 days. There's nothing called transitional government. When you are in government, it's to rule. Let me tell you why there's nothing called transitional government. What they call transitional government is for people to come and sit there and fix their constitution and put their friends there and remain like Mr. Biya. Nothing is called transitional government. Because let me tell you why. There's something in England we call parliamentary sovereignty. It means, I'm sure Barrister Keremuna will know much about this. It's constitutional law. It means no government binds another government. It means today, Biya is in government. When me, Maitre Mola Alex de Velisiga, I take over from Biya, I can change all the laws that Biya have made. I can change all the constitution they call parliamentary sovereignty. So what's the essence of transitional government? Example, Barrister Keremuna, if he's the president of a country today, he sits there, as he said, 5 years. He do everything, change constitution, change law, bring election. I win the election. I can come and change all those things because I'm there to govern a country. I'm there to introduce my own policy, not Akeremuna's policy. So ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if they know what they mean by or what the meaning of governing a country. Because you come and make a constitution for 5 years, change laws. I can come to and change everything. Parliamentary sovereignty. No one parliament can bind another parliament. So if Akaremuna is president today, I come and take over from Akaremuna, I can change everything. After me, the next person comes, he can change everything, because laws are not for the dead. Law not be for die people, they are for people the way they live. As we evolve, new people they get different law. So law not fit they say they don't ever change that law. You change law based on the people them. Tradition. New things the way they come for this world. So all those things, tell Barrister Akaremuna say, may stop that scam, say transitional government. If they vote you, whether now 1 day you have to govern, 2 days you govern, 1 year you govern, you go there to govern, not to go and put something that will remain for the next 50 years. That's not why you go to power. I've asked all of them why I'm saying the so-called presidential hopeful are useless. If you ask them to talk about central bank, they are afraid because they know they cannot change it. France control it. Monetary policy, they cannot. They cannot come and say two countries came together. In constitutional law, the definition of a country is what? Political authority, population, and territory. You don't need to be independent like Scotland and England. They are all in the United Kingdom. They are not independent. So these people, these three things that I've asked them to talk about, central bank, they are afraid because we cannot control our money. Money supply is France that have to tell us how to supply the money, or when talk about inflation is France, interest rate is France, controlling our monetary policy, controlling the economy. You get into power to control the economy. If you cannot control your economy, you will remain poor forever. So why is Barrister Akaremuna afraid to come and tell us how will you stop this France from controlling our monetary policy? How will you do about central bank? Those are the key things. Most of you go there, you just talk. You talk, but you're not talking the key things. And why are you afraid to say that two countries came together? You say, oh, what do you say? The two will be federalism. We are not talking about a form of a state. We are talking about identity. You have to identify that two countries came together. Then you can distribute power to the countries. But if you are afraid to talk about two countries that came together, if you are afraid, it means you are a corny person, it means you're a scammer. I want somebody to come and say, two countries came together. We are going to have equal status. You people consider us like region. We are not regions. There are 12 regions in the United Kingdom. Scotland is one region. Wales is one region. Northern Ireland is one region. England have got 9 regions. London is one region. We have Southwest region in the United Kingdom. We have Northwest region in the United Kingdom. So we have all those Southwest. They are nothing. If you want to change a constitution, you focus if the people are heterogeneous or homogeneous. You look at their culture and tradition. You draft a constitution based on culture, not based on region. So ladies and gentlemen, Biya, including the presidential hopeful, they are not fit to run a country. We need a sovereign national conference, not a transitional government. When there was a French Revolution, they had a constituent assembly to draft a constitution. Then everybody can stand now. If you win, you continue. Nothing like transitional government. After the American War of Independence, they came together, they have a convention, they draft a constitution, then the person who won rule the country. Transitional government is a scam. Mr. Biya was there for a transitional government. He has spent 43 years old. Debbie's son say was transitional. He's there. He's going to spend 30 years if he lives long. The president of Gabon says transition is there forever. Transition is a scam. Say no to transition. Ladies and gentlemen, tell those presidential hopeful that look, you have been there. Some of you are older than myself. You saw what happened in 1992. You kept silence. You saw what happened in 1997 election. You kept silent. In 2004, you were silent. 2000, Biya changed the constitution on the 2008. You people were silent. Remove the term limit. What did you do? Nothing. Biya can change. Biya can say, Kamto, you do not qualify to stand as a president. The 2011 election, Mr. Biya was not qualified. They have to change the constitution to make him to be qualified. 2018, you said the same thing. Mr. Biya had 70%, Kamto had 14%. So most of you, I don't know whether they pay some of you to come and deceive the people. You know those people. Mr. Biya, Aijo was appointed, put there by France. Biya was appointed, put there by France. So who are you kidding with? So ladies and gentlemen, forget about these people. They have been doing the same thing over and over again. All of them, they are there for the CPDM. At the end of the day, they will say, oh, poor Biya rigged the election. We have been doing these things. We keep on complaining that poor Biya rigged election every time. What happened? Nothing. So ladies and gentlemen, these people are there to legitimize Mr. Biya. What we need is a sovereign national conference where everyone from the nooks and crannies of the Cameroons will come together, we look at the two countries, we look at our ethnicities, and we decide a way forward. We put a platform. Whoever wants to be parliamentarians, we are going to have different parliament. If La Republique wants to continue to use their colonial money, we too in British Cameroon, we can say we want to use our own colonial money. If they want to use their ENAM unelected governors, we can say we want to use the English system. If they want to use the French legal system, we can say we can use our own. If they say they want to French is their official language, we can say English is our official language. In Quebec, it's French that's their official language. It's only in the Cameroons that we are bilingual. We are not bilingual, we are multilingual. Sovereign National Conference. Once more, ladies and gentlemen, this has been a party political broadcast by myself, Maitre Mola Alex Ndiveli Singer, the leader of British Cameroon National Party. Have a wonderful day.
Ou celui qui l'a rendu pauvre, si on était bien au pays, est-ce qu'on allait prendre la route de l'étranger? Monsieur le Président, à l'Assemblée, il y a un Dieu, vraiment. Au Sénat, il y a un Dieu, wonderful. À la présidence, il y a un Dieu. Dans tout le gouvernement, il n'y a que des vieux, des vieux, des vieux. Des vieux prennent le chemin de la Libye pour devenir des esclaves.